Every 5 years there's a huge generational gap.
The young people are eager to talk about social issues.
I'd like to see less aggression.
Mariyan Lebev works for the organization YouthRightOn. In the past, they launched a successful campaign against violence aimed at young people online. And now he's preparing for a new one.
I like to see people be critical about what they see in the information society, in the information flow on social media, even in their school books.
Around 2019, YouthRightOn analysed the online spaces where young Bulgarians were coming across radical, extreme right-wing messaging en masse and unchecked.
At the time, no one studied radicalization within the youth, so we needed to examine the types of messages that were being put forward by malign actors, the channels that they were using, and naturally the level of penetration that these messages had.
In Bulgaria, at least 50% of young people come across violent right-wing extremist messaging online.
It's mostly hate speech that is targeted towards refugees or migrants, the Roma community, and also the LGBTQI+ community. We created our dedicated communications team. We developed different kinds of products like video and static infographics. We created our new brand altogether.
As Bulgaria went in and out of lockdown in 2020, the YouthRightOn team and their partners produced a groundbreaking national campaign.
We made 11 videos in total throughout the entire campaign, challenging youth in recognizing the issue, first of all. Then we created a set of educational videos where we put forward alternative narratives.
Само помисли, това е огромна група хора, сред които има всякакви. Няма как всички да са еднакви. Нито ти, нито аз, нито те.
We evaluated the campaign by asking youth about it.
Това какво трябва да е сега?
YouthRightOn also works in research and analysis, which helps to inform their campaign work.
At the very beginning, it was only 6% of respondents which were willing to report hateful content online. At the end, we had 65% of people that are willing to report.
We also noticed that institutions were actually interested in our work.
Bulgaria is a country with a unique set of circumstances and challenges.
The state is overburdened with different issues all around.
The complex situation means building and maintaining networks is crucial.
To form a strategy and properly implement it, you can't do it on your own. I really like the footage that you chose. The biggest challenge in front of young people would be recognizing malign content. In order to do so, they need to develop critical skills, critical thinking, soft skills, and bring up resilience.
Anti-radicalization work also has to contend with a country emerging from COVID, the ongoing war in Ukraine, and keeping an eye on the ever-changing platforms their target audience use.
I remember back in 2019, Instagram was still growing. Nowadays it's just a marketplace.
To get a handle on young people's social media habits and to involve them at the outset, Mariyan drops in to the youth panel.
Как сте? The youth panel is to organize discussions and test the content that we produced in order to verify that it will penetrate our audience the way we want it.
I would like to be involved in more campaigns, surely, but it would be more awesome even if next summer we're more people we have reached, other young people. Every 5 years there's a huge generational gap. So new views, their new ideas, their fresh eyes. The current apps that most people are using our age is TikTok, for example. And for that, a new approach is necessary because the whole platform is different from Facebook, for example.
YouthRightOn worked closely with the Youth Forum in a previous campaign about building offline resources.
So we have 10 examples of lesson plans who can be applied directly at school, and we worked with 25 or 30 schools in Bulgaria who used this methodology guide at school.
All teachers that were trained in the syllabus shared that it helped them to work more easily with young people.
Mariyan is also keen to involve the LGBTQI+ community in his network and campaigns going forward. He meets up with activist Gloria Filipova to discuss the scale of the problem.
The LGBTI community is one of the most vulnerable communities in Bulgaria, and at the same time we don't have much protection, even when it comes to legislation. Every time before elections there were attacks against our community center, against our other LGBTI spaces in Sofia.
They moved to the Rainbow Hub headquarters. Their address has to be kept secret following violent attacks by right-wing extremists.
We are looking for partners who will be able to help us better grasp the issues that we're dealing with.
LGBTI people are so used to being targeted with hate. It's part of our everyday life and people normalize it. The young people are eager to talk about social issues, like about race, about ethnicity, about addiction.
We should carry on this conversation even in a broader group, can involve some of our youth panels to discuss these ideas with.
Yeah, I think creating coalitions and like meeting the smaller causes, it's very interesting.
Well, I hope we can meet soon again.
Yeah, you can count on us for sure.
Great, thank you.
With new alliances forming and old ones solidifying, Mariyan is filled with hope for Bulgaria's future.
Well, I'm quite optimistic. I believe that Bulgaria will become this place where young people are really adamant about contributing to society.